Stop scrolling right now. Dealers are literally begging people to buy these motorcycles. We're talking about 60% discounts. 60% on brand new 2025 motorcycles that dealers can't get rid of no matter what they or try. $847 billion in unsold motorcycles are sitting in warehouses right now. That's not a typo. Almost $1 trillion worth of bikes that nobody wants. And here's the crazy part. Some of these are incredible motorcycles, bikes that would normally sell out. But something went terribly wrong with the market, and now dealers are desperate. I'm talking about discounts so deep that you can buy a $40,000 touring bike for $15,000. Brand new, full warranty, dealer support. But here's what dealers won't tell you. There's a reason these specific motorcycles won't sell. And if you don't know what that reason is, you could end up stuck with a bike that loses value faster than ice melts in Phoenix. Today, I'm showing you exactly which motorcycles dealers are dumping, why they can't move them, and most importantly, which ones are actually worth buying at these insane discounts. Hit subscribe, because this inventory crisis won't last forever, and when it's over, these deals disappear. Here's what's really happening behind dealership doors. Every major manufacturer is drowning in unsold inventory. Harley-Davidson alone has $12.8 billion in bikes sitting on lots. Honda has $89 billion. Yamaha, Kawasaki, Suzuki, everyone. Dealers are paying storage costs, insurance, and carrying costs on motorcycles that have been sitting for over a year. Every month these bikes don't sell, dealers lose more money. Some dealerships are closing, others are switching to different brands. And the smart ones, they're dumping inventory at whatever price they can get. But here's what's interesting. Not all unsold bikes are created equal. Some are unsold because they're overpriced, others because they're outdated, and some because they have problems that nobody talks about. The key is knowing which deals are steals and which deals are traps. BMW R18 B Bagger. Original price, $47,000. Current dealer price, $28,000. That's 40% off a brand new BMW. Why dealers can't sell it. This bike costs more than most people's cars, but delivers less than a Honda Goldwing that costs half as much. BMW built this as a Harley competitor. Premium materials, German engineering, distinctive styling. Problem is, people who want German engineering buy BMW cars. People who want touring bikes buy proven platforms. The R18 looks expensive, but rides heavy. The electronics are complicated. The service costs are insane. And the resale value? Forget about it. Should you buy it? Only if you absolutely love the styling and don't care about money. This bike will lose 50% of its remaining value in 3 years. Ducati Streetfighter V 4S. Original price, $28,000. Current dealer price, $17,000. 39% discount on Italy's most extreme naked bike. Why it won't sell? Because it's completely impractical for 99% of riders. 208 horsepower in a bike with no wind protection, uncomfortable ergonomics, and maintenance costs that rival a Ferrari. This bike exists to win magazine comparisons, not to be ridden daily. The riding position hurts your back after 20 minutes. The power delivery is violent. The heat from the engine will literally burn your legs in traffic. Ducati built it for the track, but sold it for the street. Most buyers figured out pretty quickly that this was a mistake. Should you buy it? Only if you're seriously considering track days and have money for frequent maintenance. Otherwise, save your back and your wallet. Harley-Davidson LiveWire S2 Delmare. Original price, $17,000. Current dealer prices, $10,000. Some dealers offering $8,000 just to move them. Why dealers are desperate? Because electric motorcycles sounded like a good idea until people actually tried to live with them. Limited range means you can't tour. Long charging times mean you can't road trip. Cold weather kills the battery. Hot weather kills the battery. And when the battery dies, you have a 400-pound paperweight. The Delmare was supposed to attract younger riders to Harley. Instead, it confused traditional Harley customers and failed to impress electric vehicle buyers who went with cars instead. Should you buy it? Maybe if you have a very short commute, a garage to charge in, and another bike for real riding. Otherwise, this is a very expensive experiment. Indian Roadmaster Limited. Original price, $36,000. Dealers offering $23,000. Some are throwing in free accessories and extended warranties. Why it's collecting dust? Because it's trying to be a luxury car on two wheels, but motorcycles aren't luxury cars. The Roadmaster is loaded with features: heated grips, heated seats, premium audio, navigation, cruise control, automatic suspension. It's impressive. It's also completely overwhelming. Most touring riders want simplicity and reliability. The Roadmaster offers complexity and potential failure points. All those electronic features mean more things that can break, more dealer visits, more expensive repairs. Plus, at this price point, you're competing with luxury cars, not other motorcycles. Should you buy it? If you absolutely must have every electronic feature and don't mind complexity. But honestly, a Honda Goldwing does touring better for less money. Now let me tell you something that might shock you about how this inventory disaster started. Manufacturers kept building bikes for a market that disappeared. During the pandemic, motorcycle sales exploded. Everyone wanted to get outside, avoid public transportation, and experience freedom. Manufacturers ramped up production to meet demand they thought would continue forever. But here's what they missed. Most of those new riders were buying used bikes, affordable bikes, practical bikes. Instead, manufacturers focused on premium models with premium prices. They built $40,000 touring bikes for a market that wanted $15,000 adventure bikes. They built high-performance sport bikes when insurance companies were making them impossible to insure. They built electric motorcycles before charging infrastructure existed. Meanwhile, economic uncertainty made luxury purchases feel irresponsible. Younger riders couldn't afford new bike payments. Older riders started downsizing their garage. The result? A perfect storm of overproduction and market contraction that created the biggest inventory crisis in motorcycle history. And dealers are paying the price. BMW R1250 GS Adventure. Original price, $21,000. Current dealer pricing, $14,000. 33% off BMW's Adventure flagship. Why dealers can't move it? Because real adventure riders buy used bikes, and luxury riders buy cars. The R1250 is an incredible machine, but at $21,000, it attracted buyers who wanted to look adventurous, not be adventurous. And those buyers realized pretty quickly that a 600-pound motorcycle isn't actually practical for adventure riding. Meanwhile, serious off-road riders kept buying used KTMs and older BMWs that they wouldn't cry about scratching. The Adventure fell into the worst possible market position. Too expensive for practical riders. Too intimidating for casual riders. Should you buy it? At $14,000, it's actually a great deal if you understand what you're getting. This is a premium touring bike that can handle gravel roads, not a dirt bike that can tour. Yamaha YZF-R1. Original price, $18,000. Dealer closeout prices, $11,000. Some areas seeing sub $10,000 prices. Why it's sitting unsold? Because sport bikes became uninsurable, unrideable, and unnecessary. The R1 makes 200 horsepower on a motorcycle. That's enough power to accelerate faster than most supercars, reach speeds that guarantee jail time, and get you killed if you make a mistake. Insurance companies started treating these bikes like racing vehicles. Young riders couldn't afford the premiums. Older riders realized they didn't need that much power to have fun. Plus, modern sport bikes are uncomfortable, impractical, and designed for track use that most owners never experience. Should you buy it? Only if you're serious about track days and can afford track-specific insurance. For street riding, this is massive overkill. Harley Davidson Street Glide Special. Original price, $34,000. Desperate dealer pricing, $18,000. Almost 50% off Harley's best-selling touring bike. This is the big one. The bike that should sell itself. Premium touring, classic Harley styling, proven platform. So why are dealers practically giving them away? Because the market finally figured out that $34,000 is insane money for for a motorcycle with 1940s technology. Air cooling in 2025. Push rod engines when everyone else uses modern valve trains. Chrome that needs constant maintenance. Electronics that lag 10 years behind competitors. Harley kept raising prices while their customers got older and less willing to spend retirement money on unreliable transportation. The Street Glide is actually a decent motorcycle, but at original pricing, it was competing with luxury cars. At dealer closeout pricing, it's finally competing with other motorcycles. Should you buy it? At $18,000, this is probably the best deal on the list. You're getting a functional touring bike at sport bike prices. Just understand what you're buying into with Harley ownership. So here's what you need to know about buying from this inventory disaster. The best deals are on bikes that were overpriced to begin with. Harleys at 50% off. BMWs at 40% off. Premium motorcycles that finally make financial sense. The worst deals are on bikes with fundamental problems. Electric motorcycles without infrastructure. Sport bikes without practical applications. Complicated machines that will cost more to maintain than you save buying them. Before you buy any of these, ask yourself 3 questions. First, why do I really want this motorcycle? If the answer is just the discount, walk away. Second, can I afford to maintain it properly? Cheap to buy doesn't mean cheap to own. Third, will I actually ride it? Or will it become garage decoration like thousands of other discounted motorcycles? The dealers clearing this inventory learned expensive lessons about market timing and customer demand. Don't repeat their mistakes just because the price is attractive. Here's what's going to happen to this inventory crisis. The best deals will disappear first. Smart buyers are already picking through the discounts for genuine value. The mediocre deals will stick around longer, while dealers get more desperate. And the genuinely problematic motorcycles? They'll eventually get shipped overseas, auctioned to dealers, or scrapped for parts. This crisis won't last forever. When it's over, motorcycle prices will return to normal levels, maybe higher, as manufacturers adjust production and pricing to prevent future inventory disasters. So if you're seriously considering one of these motorcycles, don't wait too long. But also, don't rush into a purchase just because of the discount. The best motorcycle deal is one you'll still be happy with in 5 years. Now here's what I want to know from you. Have you seen these discounts at your local dealers? Are there other motorcycles being discounted that I didn't mention? More importantly, are you tempted by any of these deals? Which bike caught your attention and why? Drop your experiences in the comments. Let's help each other figure out which of these deals are genuine steals and which ones are expensive mistakes disguised as bargains. Hit like if this helped you understand what's really happening with motorcycle pricing right now. Subscribe for more insider information about the motorcycle industry. And remember, a good deal on the wrong motorcycle is still the wrong motorcycle. Choose wisely.